How do you view life? How do you understand the life that you live? And how do you understand your inner journey? Are you on a journey that you are controlling? Or are you stepping out into a divine adventure in life? May 16th is the feast day of Brendan the Navigator, possibly the most famous Celtic saint for taking adventurous journeys. The story of Brendan's most famous journey is from the north of Ireland, across the Atlantic Ocean, island hopping to what we now call America. Brendan had a passionate desire in his heart, we're told, to go out on this adventure, to launch out into sea and to discover what might be there. As far as they knew, Ireland was on the edge of the world, and what lay out before them was just empty ocean. But Brendan had this passion, being inspired by someone else to encounter and to discover new things, and possibly even to come across paradise across the western seas. Before Brendan began this adventure, he and his monks sat for 40 days in 3-day periods, discovering and contemplating whether this was what God wanted. Brendan's voyage can be used as a metaphor in so many different ways. And to begin with, we can say, if we have a passionate desire, a heart desire for something, do we spend long enough sitting in quiet contemplative prayer to discover whether this is what God wants, as well as what we want? Brendan and his monks decided that it was God's plan as well as their own, and so they built their currach and they set out to sail across these western seas, across the Atlantic Ocean. On this adventure, on this journey, they encountered some wonderful and beautiful things, but they also encountered dangers. They also encountered things that they didn't know how to deal with, but they trusted in God, that God would show them how to deal with them, that God would be with them in all of their adventures. In my meditation in the 40 days of the Celtic Saints for Brendan, it says this: life can be an adventure, and our journey with God is an adventure. Let us face our adventures with the same passion that set Brendan apart from others, and with an excitement that God is drawing us on in life, as he did Brendan on his voyage. What is your inner journey like? The one that you are on in life? How much do you allow God control? Are you on a self-driven journey, or are you on a divine adventure? We all face times in our lives when we must put out to sea, as it were, leaving the comfort of the known, our native land and our inner self, to face the unknown and venture into what may be turbulent waters. Are you willing to trust God as you journey on his adventure in life?
So let my ship sail like Brendan's. Let it carry